Hello, Janine back again. I'm just doing the dishes. I've got quite a lot of dishes that I've built up, so but that's fine, isn't it? Absolutely fine. I was going to say then, I'm going to do lamb for tea. I think I was going to do lamb last night, wasn't I? But I'm distracted, guys, because I've got no dishcloth. That's what's wrong with me. Let me just get a dishcloth. Hold on. Oh. It was a fine one. Just put that place away while I've got the cupboard open. So yeah, I've got some lamb there. I know I said that. I'm having a little queue. I've just been, I've got this stand and it's, it's not really serving fit for purpose. I've got visions of me iPad falling into the sink. So I got the lamb out last night, but I did a picky tea, didn't I? Just couldn't be bothered cooking. So it was nice though, I totally enjoyed it, it hit the spot. And so that lamb, I think it's lamb. I don't know, to be fair, I'll have to smell it and see whether it is. It's either lamb or beef. So I'm going to do that with some kale, some green beans, bit of gravy, and I've got some in the freezer. Well, I'm saying I've got some in the freezer. The Aldi, the little miniature waffle hash browns. I don't know whether I've done them before. So, and I've got some mushrooms there that are going on the tin, so I'm going to use them. I just have to go shopping tomorrow for a bit. I've got no Greek yogurt left, but I've got 2 avocados left, haven't I? And I've just got one out the fridge. They're the 4. You buy them and they're rock hard, and you keep them in the fridge, and then when you want them to ripen, you take them out and put them on the windowsill. So I've took that out now, so I'll probably have that in the morning. So what day is it tomorrow? Wednesday. If I don't, I've got enough if I don't go to Aldi tomorrow. I might try and push it to Friday. I said I had some chicken breasts in me freezer, didn't I? I said he had 3, I thought he had 3. Well, I forgot to tell you this yesterday. I took one out yesterday, what I thought was a chicken breast. And I thought, that looks quite translucent, that. The chicken hasn't gone off. So it came back in the kitchen and it looked a bit mushy. I thought, what's happened to that chicken? Anyway, it was chicken stock. So, consequently, I haven't got any chicken breasts in the freezer. So, I've got a few sausages. So, might try and wait till Friday. Abby's coming on Friday, so she could take me the Aldi. I've still got loads of beans left in. I've got tomatoes. I've got plenty in. So I think I'll try and push it to Friday because I've got that half a loaf of bread that I made. I put that in the freezer. So tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, I could have the avocado with eggs, couldn't I? I might change my mind. But I don't really need to go to Aldi till Friday. I have got stuff in. If I think about it, it'll put my mind to it. So what we're going to have tonight is I'm going to do the mince with the mushrooms and I thought that wasn't recording there. Mince with the mushrooms and some gravy and some them waffles and some kale and green beans. That's a nice tea, isn't it? So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm washing up, have a little chat. Just been speaking to me friend stroke neighbour next door, Helen. We were on the land and she's not very well as well. She's compromised with her energy, she won't mind me saying. So we were standing in the land, and because we live in the flats, don't we? She lives next door. We're on the same level. We're up on the first floor, and we were having a good old chinny waggy and having a laugh. So it was nice to see her. Don't often see her, be her in passing, but she's a good girl. And we were having a laugh about hoovers and what we order. And she said she's got a new shark hoover. She's got one of the slim ones, and she got some money off because we like our bargains. And I said, ooh, I might get one of them. I've got a shark. So sharks are good, aren't they? They're good hoovers. So yeah, we were having a little chinny about that, and that was nice to see her and catch up. Yeah, and she said she watches me videos. So I didn't know that. I sent her my first one. When I did my first one, I sent it to everyone. But yeah, she said she watches them, so I was quite flattered by that. That's nice, isn't it? So yeah. So she's got a food processor as well. I was saying I've got one and she's got one. She said she might make some hummus, so she does. I'll get her to tell me about it, and I'll tell you how it went. And I was saying I've got my, I need a tea towel, guys, hold on. My food processors, I need a bigger one. She was saying the same. So yeah, so that was nice. So I'm going to get over and get it prepped, and then I'll come back on. All right, see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Hiya, so I'm back. So the mince it was lamb. I thought it was off at first, but it's gone a bit brown, and I just googled it and it said, ow, I'm just getting the fat off the lamb and it's spitting at me, guys. Ow. See, that sounds, all I do is see the fat there, sort of move it away from that and try and get some of the fat off. Not all of it, but at least some of it. It just, makes it too greasy, otherwise it can just be a bit overpowering. There's a lot of fat that comes off lamb. So I'll just show you what I mean. Oh, why is this camera gone so big, peeps? Something's gone wrong. I'm having a crisis. Hold on. Sometimes it goes so well. There you go. Sometimes it's not so well. So all I'll do is just dab that off. Just because you do. I mean, if you like all that, I just find that it sort of, it separates and it congeals and it sits there, and I don't like it. I love the taste of lamb, but I don't like it when it's dead fatty like that. Don't get me wrong, if it's a cut of lamb, like breast of lamb, who doesn't love a breast of lamb, eh? Used to be a really cheap cut of meat, that. Remember when we were kids, my mum would buy a breast of lamb, and I always remember, if you know, you know about a breast of lamb. So I've just sponged most of the fat off, and it's on a low heat. I'm just having a crisis with me camera, so you'll have to just bear with me. You know what I'm like. So I'm going to put my mushrooms in now. Oh, dropped on. I cooked my lamb down first. You might want to do your mushrooms first, but I do like my mushrooms al dente, as you know, so I don't want them to go too soft. And all I'm going to use with that today is some gravy granules, so hopefully you've got these in your store cupboard. I could make a roux and all that, but I don't want to, so I'm just going to do a nice easy tea, but it's a wholesome tea. So all they're doing now is cooking down, and what I'm going to do is I've hied it up a little bit. I'm going to get me lid and put it on. So let me chair's the wrong way round again. What's new, guys? Put them on and let them cook down. So obviously with the lid on, the steam will hit the top and keep falling back down so they won't dry out. Hide it up just a tiny bit. It's safe in there, covered up. The lid's covered up. And see, sometimes I do it so well, don't I? Oh yeah, there you go. And sometimes it just doesn't work out for me, but one of these days I'll actually find a stand that works. This one, you see, I'll show you. It's great, but it's got a big back. Well, so when I sit it there against the wall, it's too forward. It's very, very stiff as well. But I got it because I thought it's got a swizzy on, but it doesn't work. Back to the drawing board we go. I'll find something. So yeah, so I'm going to do my kale And my green beans, the rest of them we bought, they were on the shopping list because I made the additions. But as I say, the shopping list, I'm just going to put at the end of the month what I bought and what meals I got out and just what I did within a month. You could see before I went shopping again that my cupboards were bare, weren't they? Do you remember? I took a picture and I showed you. So you can see anything that I've used, the store cupboard. Yeah, I do have my nuts and my seeds and all that. But as I said to you, if you start to buy something, say once a week, soon enough you'll have a store cupboard like mine. And your spices, just pick one up in Aldi. I think they're about 70p. So I'm going to have these waffles. So the mini hash browns, and they go in the oven. You can deep fry them, but I haven't got a deep fryer. So gas mark 200. Who knew gas mark 200? Electric 200, gas mark 6. Who knew 200 was 6? I never knew that. I asked Alexa the other night. I don't know why I never knew, but I didn't. So I'm going to have 4 of them. So, how many's in there? Oh, there's only 5, but 5's too many. I only need 5. I think I'll have 3, so then I've got 2 left. So, gas mark 6, 14 to 16 minutes they are. So I'm going to get me scissors, just letting that cook down now, and I'm going to make a bit of space, and then just chop this up. I might cut it actually, I cut it last time, didn't I? And I say, I just leave the heart in, because that's got all the goodness in that, so no, that's too much. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 of them. So I've still got 3 left to get loads in them. So I've got my container here. You can't even see, can you? Talking to you and you can't even see what I'm doing. Let's go today, guys. That's better. I feel like something's gone wrong with my camera. Like, it seems to be big, doesn't it? Talking just like his name. Oh, what's going wrong? Have I got the thing at the top? Yeah. It normally works like that, doesn't it? Is it like that? What's happening, peeps? Is that better? Yeah, that's it. I will find something eventually that actually works, so I just can't seem to find anything. I'm just going to give that a little stir. Oh yeah. That's the beauty of keeping the lid on, you see. You can't go wrong if you keep the lid on. Not on a dead high heat, on the middle one that I always have it on. You know the one, don't you? Showed you now. But Helen, me friend stroke neighbour next door, we were chatting and saying about our ovens, and I can't remember how we got onto it, but I got it. We've done about cleaners, you know, getting cleaners and that. You know, when you're getting older, not saying we're old, but you're getting older, and some things you struggle with and you might need a little bit of a hand with. And I said my oven's minty. She said the same. It's not on the top where you see it, but in that oven there. I mean, it's just years of, like, there's not food all on the bottom, and what would it matter if there was? Well, it burned. But but I was saying, you know, it needs good clean. But then I was saying I could do with a new one, because I've had it many years. It is old. The grill part of that's broken off, so when I'm cooking I have to be mindful because the heat just comes up. So but yeah, we were saying about our cookers, the way they need a wash. So yeah, it's nice to compare and just be normal with people, isn't it? And we're all the same, aren't we? You know, we've all sometimes looked at our skirting boards and thought, oh God, you know, look at that, could do with that. And then we were talking about mopping buckets. Helen likes the mopping buckets. I said I got one of them ones that you push like that, and you know, it wrings the mop out for you. I couldn't do it, it was too much for me, so I gave it to Abigail. And then I've got my other one that I showed you, just the one with the spray in it. You just spray, it's flat, it's got a cloth on it, and that cleans. Probably not as good as it should, but then that's life sometimes, isn't it? We have to just be like that for, as long as we do our best, that's all that matters, isn't it? So Helen was saying she likes a mop because it gets in the corners. But it's hard work, so especially if you've got something where your immune system's compromised. You know what I mean? So we just do our best, don't we? And your best is always good enough, isn't it? But yeah, we had a nice laugh. We had a good chat. But then by the end of it, she was hanging on to the railings and I was hanging on to the wall because we were both knackered. We couldn't stand up anymore. But it was nice to see her. So yeah. So that was good. So yeah. So anyway, I'm rambling. But so I've done that and I've done that. They're in there like that. I'm going to give them a wash, as I always do. And then this is going to be a really nice tea, and it's a simple tea, but it'll be nice. It smells lovely, that lamb. So just put them in there like that, like I always do. What I'm going to do is, I've got them left and I've got that kale, so I'm going to cut that in half now. And put that in there and put that in the bottom of the fridge. In the salad part. That's not that lid. That's that lid. Just going to give this a stir, guys. I'm a bit haphazard tonight. So, that's cooking down nice. Let's see if I can show you. I'm all over the show today. Yeah, see it? I don't know what's happened with me recording things. So put the lid back on that. And then put the lid on there. Remember what I said last time? Just put it on, like, so that bit's not on. And that can go in the microwave for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes is enough. So I'm going to put me waffles in now. Do. Gas mark 6 for 14 to 16 minutes, is that good, man? Got that royalty-free music on again on Spotify. It's good. Just means I'm not infringing any copyrights. Don't quite know what that means. I know that you can't play other people's music, can you? Like without their permission. So this is just, it's copies. It's a bit like, if anyone remembers, Top of the Pops. I'll let that heat up a minute. They used to do albums and it wasn't the real artists on it. It was covers. So that's what this is. But it's good. So there's the waffles ready to go in. So that's cooking down nicely that now. I think sometimes if you cook mushrooms like quite fast, it keeps the bite in them, you know what I mean? So I'll show you what that looks like now. Yeah, you see it? Sorry, it's a bit haphazard, as I say. I was going to put some beans in, but changed my mind. That's when I thought the lamb was off. I was going to have to do a beansy one, but damn is not. It's just, see my oven's gone off. That's what happens because it's old. Just goes off. Anyway. Just putting that up to the top shelf. That's one down. All I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that off now and I'm going to make some gravy to tip into there. So, I've took my watch off, haven't I? 14 to 16 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 16 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll pause you now and then come back when I'm ready to serve up. I mean, if you didn't have waffles, if you've got some Yorkshire puddings, or you could have a bit of bread and butter with it, couldn't you? Do you know what I mean? So anything goes. But I think that's a nice tea, do you know, for just, again, using stuff that I've got in. Yeah, alright, see you in a bit, tra. So all I've done is I've got that on a low heat and I've made my gravy. And then I'll pour that in. And it might be a bit thick, but that's okay. What I'll do is I'll get the kettle and add a bit more water. Be careful. And then just swish that around like so, and then let's check I'm in the right place here, guys. Get my wooden spoon. I worked out why me filming was so big. It magnified itself. Not sure why. I just did a video before and it set it back to private again. I don't know what's going on. So I'll just put that in that like that. And I'll leave that on a low heat. Very low heat. While the waffles are in. So the waffles have got about 10 minutes left on them now. And I'll put the lid on like so. Just leave that on a low heat to cook out, just so the gravy absorbs the flavour of the lamb as well. Do you get me? So I just keep lifting the lid off, giving it a stir and checking, because you don't want it to dry out. If it gets too, you think it's getting too dry there, now add a bit more water. Just turn it off for a bit and then turn it back on. These, I don't even think that is it Bisto in there? Yeah, I think it is. But I'm not too precious, like, excuse me, Cece wants to come in. That's onion gravy granules, and that one is gravy granules for meat. If I only had chicken, I'd use chicken, because I just use what I've got in. So I'm just having me collagen and me medicines, and then just wanted to say that. So put me when Alexa does a ding dong and tells me that the waffles are cooked, I'll put me veggies on. But what I'll do then is I'll take me waffles out, even though I've set it for 14 minutes. I like to do them a bit extra. I'll take me waffles out then. The oven's still on, and I'll just take my collagen. I'll just turn them over for that last 2 minutes. I don't mind if they're not too crispy. If you like them crispier, then just leave them in a bit longer. As I say, my oven's not great, but it does me, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for it, but it does take longer than, well, you know, with me bread, do you remember that takes longer, doesn't it? So if you wanted to bulk this out and make it last for 2 meals, like 2 nights, you could add some of them beans. Any beans, you could add some green lentils. Honest to God, I don't know what's going on with this iPad. I don't know if it's because it's saving it to me Google Photos, but I've just deleted the Google Photos app. I've got loads of storage. I've got like 50 gigabytes. I don't know what it's waffling on about. So I don't know if it's defaulting to me Google. I'm not buying more storage. How much storage does a girl need? It's working now, but it just stopped me mid-recording there, so it's going to be a bit of a glitch, guys, but there's not a lot I can do about that, so sorry. So yeah, that's doing well, that now. See, because the lid's on, you're not going to lose that moisture. I'll just show you quick. See, you won't lose the moisture because your lid's on. Do you get me? Right, I'm putting my lid back on. Bear with. Hello. So it's working now again, but apologies, you're going to have like a little bit. There's my waffles, where it just cuts out. I love Google, but it does seem to take over. Do you know what I mean? Where it's sort of, do we want a bit of salt? It sets itself as the most the dominant one. So then I've got, obviously it's an iPad. Well, this is my philosophy. I don't know whether this is true. There's my veggies. But I've got loads of storage on my iPad. But because I won't buy storage on Google, because I don't need it, I've got storage on my iPad. It's sort of, once my Google storage gets full, it starts going, you haven't got enough space, but I don't want you to use my Google, I want you to use my iPad photos, if that makes sense. So I've just deleted it. It's still up there, isn't it, in the Google world, but yeah, I don't need it. It just gets too confusing, all that malarkey, so I've just deleted the app, obviously. Oh, it's still there. Ha ha ha, I'm going to burn myself. So, this is it, finished. Nice, isn't it? Now that mince, it was the 450 grams from Aldi. And this is half the pack. What's that, 225? And I'm not going to eat all that. I'm going to have that much left. But you get two good portions. Not maybe for someone who's been out carrying bricks all day, but I haven't been out carrying bricks all day, have I? I haven't got a manual job. I sit at the desk, don't I, and do computer work, so I've took Cece for a walk. Let me just check everything's off and I'm not setting fire. So I'll probably keep a bit of that for tomorrow. Might have it for my lunch. And we'll see. But certainly won't eat all that. So that's my tea. Again, you're not on there. Good music this. So that's it. It's nice, isn't it? And that didn't take a lot of effort, did it? So, fooey. There you go. Didn't take a lot of effort, and it's a nice tea. So, I'm going to chuck in. I had something else to tell you, but I can't remember. I do love these green beans. So, yeah. Right. My mum would say, God rest his soul. I stand corrected. It is my iPad. Sorry, Google. Oh well. So, I don't know what's going on. I'll have to do a little ready reckoner after I've had my tea. Don't know what's happened. So, I think it's... See, I get dead confused. I don't know about anyone else. It saves to the cloud. It saves here. It saves there. It saves everywhere. And it's all in different places now. It's just showed me something there where there's a load of stuff in files as well. No, I don't need them as well. What I normally do is I delete after I've filmed. So I don't know. But anyway, let's have a little try this. Let's get back to the matter in hand, Janine. But yeah, so stand corrected. Me blaming Google. Oh well. But Google do take over, don't they, in that sense. Like, if you're using Safari and then you go through Google, you know what I mean. If you know, you know. I'm rambling. Anyway. That is lovely and tasty. And how long did that take to put together? Not long at all, did it? And the mushrooms with it. Mushrooms go with everything, don't they? So versatile. But ramen mushrooms, yeah. You know what's a good idea? Put that in a pasty. See, it's constantly evolving, isn't it, food? And from one thing comes another idea, but yeah, that's spot on, that, you know. Them waffles are lovely. So, you know, and you're allowed a bit of waffles. You know, you're allowed a bit of something nice, something away from... I'm just rambling on the 80-20 rule, but some days I do. You know, I like my sweeties. And I'm eating me protein bars. Come, they still haven't arrived. They're from the TikTok shop. I will show you the other ones I get. Hold on. These are always on offer on the TikTok shop, like $6.99 for 12. Get loads of different flavours. These are dead good if you're on the go. Do you know what I mean? Or you're feeling hungry. You know, they're just nice. And for $6.99 for 12. They've got 20 grams of protein, I think, in as well. Yeah, 20 grams of protein. They're low sugar as well, but they're lovely. They do like about 6 different flavours, they might do more. That's a variety box. But I have these in, say like of a morning, if I'm engrossed in something and I can't do my breakfast, I'll just have one of them and it just suffices me till like today. I had one of them for my breakfast for my lunch, and my tea for my tea. But I still ate, didn't I? Do you know what I mean? And then I'll have me little treaties of a night, which I have. You know, so I've got everything packed in. So yeah. So anyway, it's dead nice, that. It's good. Gotta try that. Spot on. And the onions have still got a bite to them. So yeah, the other bars, I'll put a picture of them rows up on the thumbnail. They're on TikTok shop. I got 4 boxes. I think it cost me £33. That's like 48. They'll last me for ages. And it's just nice. And again, rather than you know, like, I don't know. I wouldn't, if I didn't have them and I was hungry and I was engrossed in a piece of work, you know, doing a work item or something like that, I'd be thinking, well, just have a bag of crisps and a chocolate bar, which is not bad for you, but that gives me 20 grams of protein, you know, healthy-ish snack, should we say, you know. But I don't have them every day. It wouldn't matter if I did, no it wouldn't, but it keeps me full. Kept me full till lunch, because I ended up having breakfast, because I did start it, didn't I, and then I had my breakfast on my late break. So anyway, give it a whirl, guys, and as always, look after yourself, be kind to yourself, and love yourself, and give yourself a big hug. Yeah, always love yourself, okay? You're with your body 24/7. It deserves the best from you. See you later. Take care. Bye bye.